Welcome to PupSchool by the online dog trainer. If you truly love your dog, there are things you need to stop doing right now because even if they seem normal to you, they might be hurting, scaring, or stressing your dog. Today we're diving into 30 things dogs secretly hate and how you can change to make them feel safer, happier, and more connected. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss an important video like this one. 1. Horror movies. Dogs might not understand the storyline or see the monsters on screen, but they certainly hear everything and feel the energy you're giving off when you watch horror movies. Their hearing is so sensitive that the sudden spikes in sound, like slamming doors, high-pitched shrieks, or deep bass rumbles, can trigger fear responses. Your dog might start shaking, panting, or even hiding under blankets. They don't know it's fiction. They only know that something feels wrong. What's worse is that they can smell your adrenaline rising and sense your rising heart rate. If you're tense, your dog becomes tense too, instead of forcing them to sit through it. Consider giving them a quiet room with their favorite toy, or a shirt that smells like you. That way, they don't have to go through the emotional roller coaster of your Friday night scares. 2. Being a clean freak. Your dog loves you, not the scented version of you, but the real, unfiltered, natural you. While humans prefer fresh linen and floral body wash, dogs crave the smell that tells them they are with their person. Your scent is a source of comfort, connection, and emotional grounding. Washing it off constantly might make you feel refreshed, but it confuses and distances your dog. Some dogs even prefer your worn socks or dirty t-shirts over new toys, because to them, it smells like home. If you really want to make your dog feel secure, let them snuggle with one of your unwashed clothes, especially when you leave the house. It helps them stay calm, because even if you're away, your scent stays behind. 3. A tight leash. Imagine being dragged by your throat down the street. That's how it feels for dogs when they're walked with a tight collar and pulled constantly. It's not just uncomfortable, it's harmful over time. Constant tension on the neck can lead to physical injuries and emotional stress. The better alternative is a no-pull harness combined with consistent training. This gives your dog freedom to walk naturally while giving you more control. Without force, dogs want to explore at their pace, not be rushed or choked. Every few steps, remember, a walk should be a joy for them, not a struggle. Let it be a moment of bonding where you move as a team, not opponents on a leash. 4. Breaking up. Play fights dogs. Play rough, and it's easy to mistake their growls, barks, and tackles for aggression, but most of the time it's harmless fun and crucial for their development through this kind of play. Dogs learn bite inhibition, body language, and boundaries. Interrupting every rough tumble can stunt their social growth, unless you see clear signs of fear, like a tucked tail yelping, or one dog trying desperately to escape. Let them continue the interaction. It teaches them how to be dogs, how to communicate, and how to build confidence in social situations. 5. Deserting and isolating dogs were never meant to be alone for long stretches in the wild. They stick with their pack for survival and emotional balance at home. You are their pack when you leave for too long. Too often, it creates emotional wounds. Your dog might not show it at first, but slowly the signs appear. Separation, anxiety, destructive chewing, excessive barking, or even depression. No dog wants to spend its life waiting by the door every day if your lifestyle demands time away. Consider solutions like pet sitters, doggy daycares, or a friendly neighbor who can drop by while you're away. And when you return, make it count. Give them your presence, your time, your love. Because to them, you're not just their person, you're their entire world. 6. A tense mood. Dogs are emotional mirrors. They may not speak your language, but they feel your energy. If you are anxious, irritated, or upset, your dog can sense it instantly. They pick up on your body language, your breathing, your scent, and even your posture. And in return, they absorb that tension. Dogs thrive in peaceful environments filled with warmth and consistency. When you're carrying stress into your home, your dog may respond with nervous pacing, withdrawn behavior, or even destructive actions. Not because they're being bad, but because they're confused and overwhelmed. Give your dog the gift of emotional safety. Check in with your own mood before wondering what's wrong with theirs. Your dog doesn't need perfection. They just need your calm presence. 7. Kissing their face. We kiss to show love, but for dogs, having someone lean into their face, especially quickly, can be deeply uncomfortable. Even threatening, it removes their space and puts them in a vulnerable position. Many dogs instinctively lean away or turn their heads to avoid that contact, and some may even react aggressively. If surprised, while dogs love attention, they prefer it on their terms and in ways they understand, like petting under the chin, gentle belly rubs, or scratching behind the ears, instead of grabbing their face or kissing their snout. Show love in the ways that make them feel secure and not trapped. This is especially important to teach children, since sudden face contact is one of the top causes of dog bites in homes. 8. Dressing them up. Putting clothes on dogs may look adorable to us, but most dogs dislike the sensation of wearing something tight or unfamiliar, unless it's necessary for warmth or medical reasons. Dogs don't need clothing. Their fur is their natural protection, and covering it up, especially with garments that are too tight, itchy, or restrictive, can cause physical discomfort and emotional frustration. If you must dress your dog like in winter, climates, make sure it's breathable, soft, and fitted properly. Never do it just for photos or fun, unless your dog is clearly comfortable. Always observe their body language. If they freeze, flatten their ears, or try to wiggle out of it, take it off. Let them be what they are, beautiful as nature made them. 9. Using long phrases. Dogs are smart, but they don't process human sentences like we do. They learn through tone repetition and associations. When you give a command, like sit or stay, using short, consistent words works best. But when you say something like, "Can you please sit for mommy right now?" they only catch a flood of confusing sound instead of understanding what you want. This inconsistency leads to frustration, both for you and your dog. Instead, choose one word for each command. Reinforce it with hand gestures and always follow through with the same tone and reward. When your dog gets it right, keep it simple, clear, and confident. That's how dogs learn best. 10. Teasing with treats. You might think it's funny to make your dog jump spin or guess where the treat is hidden while pretending to give it to them. But constant teasing without reward causes confusion and mistrust. For dogs, treats are not just snacks. They are tools of communication and trust. When you offer a treat, your dog expects something positive to follow. If you repeatedly trick them or withhold the treat for fun, it starts eroding that trust over time. This leads to anxiety, frustration, or even refusal to respond during future training. Instead, use treats with purpose. Use them to mark good behavior, build confidence, and strengthen your bond. Not to play tricks at your dog's emotional expense. Badly timed walks. Walks are a highlight in any dog's day, but poor timing can turn that joy into discomfort or even danger. If it's too hot outside, the pavement can burn their paw pads, and if it's too cold, snow can get trapped between their toes, causing pain and frostbite. While humans often enjoy a midday stroll, for dogs. That time may be risky, especially during summer when sidewalks can become scorching. Always check the ground with the back of your hand before stepping out. And if it's too cold, provide booties or stick to paths that are clear and manageable. Your dog wants to be with you, not suffer during something that should be enjoyable. Walking together should be about connection, not exposure to unnecessary discomfort. 15. Nail trimming. Gone wrong. Your dog might not say it, but trimming their nails the wrong way can hurt a lot. Their nails contain something called the quick nerve and blood vessel that runs through each nail, and if you accidentally cut too far, it can cause pain, bleeding, and long-lasting fear. Around grooming sessions, many owners don't realize how traumatic this can be for their dogs, and after one painful experience, a dog may never trust the clippers again. If you're unsure, it's always safer to go to a professional groomer. And even if you're confident, take your time, use proper tools, stay calm, and always reward your dog afterward. With praise and treats, grooming should be gentle, not something they dread. 13. Breaking their routine. Dogs thrive on routine. It gives them structure and emotional security. They learn to expect meals at certain times, walks at regular intervals, and bedtime signals. When that consistency is broken, dogs can become anxious, withdrawn, or even act out from confusion and stress. Just like children, dogs feel safer when life is predictable. If your schedule is chaotic, do your best to establish small rituals, feeding at the same time each day, short play sessions before work, evening snuggles before bed. These tiny habits become anchors in your dog's life, offering comfort even when the world around them changes. Keep their world steady, and they'll be calmer, happier, and more responsive to your guidance. 14. Rushing potty. Time for many owners' walks are about speed, but for dogs they're about experience, sniffing, marking, exploring, and yes, going potty is part of that rhythm. When you pull on the leash, urging your dog to hurry up, you interrupt a process that is both physical and emotional. Dogs don't just eliminate. They communicate through scent. They gather information from other dogs and establish territory through their markings. Rushing that experience not only causes stress, but can also lead to accidents later on at home. Instead, allow your dog the space and time they need. Then reinforce a cue, like "all done," or "let's go," with gentle praise and maybe a treat. Over time, they'll learn to return willingly after finishing, but it starts with patience. Bathing. Too often, cleanliness is good, but overbathing. Your dog is not. Dogs have natural oils that protect their skin and coat, and frequent washing, especially with scented shampoos, can strip those oils, leading to dryness, irritation, and discomfort. What smells nice to you might be overpowering to them. Their noses are far more sensitive, and even mild fragrances can cause stress, or make them feel the need to cover it up often by rolling in dirt, or worse, a smelly patch in the yard. Only bathe your dog when necessary. And choose unscented or dog-safe shampoos made for their skin type. And remember, after the bath, dry them gently and make it a soothing experience. Not a rushed task. Your dog should feel relaxed, not punished for something they didn't ask for. 16. Teasing with toys or food. Dogs are incredibly trusting, especially when they think you are offering them something good, like a toy or a treat. So when you pull it back last minute or pretend to throw it only to hide it behind your back, they may look like they are playing along, but inside that trust takes a small hit. What starts as a joke to you might feel like confusion to your dog. They don't understand the humor behind it. They only feel the excitement, followed by disappointment. Repeated teasing can erode their confidence, and make them unsure about future interactions. If you want to build a joyful bond, offer the toy or treat with genuine intention, and then enjoy the happiness it brings them. Because their joy is never fake, and their trust should never be taken lightly. Inconsistent commands. Imagine learning a new language, and every time you think you understand a word, someone changes its meaning. That's what inconsistency feels like to dogs. One person says, down to mean, lie down. Another says down to mean, get off the couch. Someone else says sit while pointing, and another just snaps their fingers. Your dog ends up confused, unsure, and eventually frustrated. Consistency builds clarity, and clarity builds trust. Everyone in the house should use the same words, the same tone, and the same gestures when giving commands. This way, your dog can learn confidently without second-guessing. What you want, communication should feel safe, not like a guessing game. 18. Waking them. Abruptly. We all know the feeling of being jolted awake, and dogs are no different, especially older dogs or those who have experienced trauma. They might sleep more deeply, and waking them suddenly can startle or scare them. If your dog is resting, let them rest. Gently call their name or softly touch their side instead of grabbing or shaking them, especially if they are dreaming, which may include twitching or soft barking. This is a sign they are deep in REM sleep, and disrupting it can leave them groggy or anxious. Waking up should be gradual, warm, and safe. Your dog deserves that kind of gentleness, even in their sleep. 19. Forced socialization. While it's true that dogs are social animals, it doesn't mean they want to be friends with every dog or person they meet. Just like humans, they have preferences, boundaries, and sometimes past experiences that shape how they interact. If your dog growls or avoids certain dogs, it's not always bad behavior. Sometimes it's just self-protection. Forcing your dog into uncomfortable meetups can increase their anxiety and make future interactions even harder. Instead, work at their pace. Allow them to observe from a distance and reward calm behavior. If they feel safe, they might warm up on their own. But if they don't, that's okay too. Love means honoring who they are, not who we want them to be. 20. Overwhelming scents. Dogs live in a world of smells. What's a mild fragrance to you could be an overwhelming fog to them. Air fresheners, strong cleaning agents, perfumes, vinegar, citrus, and chili can all irritate their noses and make them feel disoriented or stressed. You don't need to eliminate scents from your home, but do give your dog a scent-safe space, a place where they can retreat and breathe easy. If you're cooking something intense or spraying something strong, move them to another room with fresh air and their favorite blanket. Respecting their senses is part of understanding their world and their well-being. 21. Past trauma and loud noises. Some fears are learned, others are born with, but all are deeply felt by your dog. A loud noise like a thunderstorm, a vacuum cleaner, or fireworks can trigger panic, especially if your dog has been through past trauma. Yelling, slamming doors, or sudden claps can seem like threats to a sensitive pup. What might seem like nothing to you can feel like survival mode to them. Never laugh at their fear or push them to get over it. Instead, comfort them with calmness. Offer a safe space with blankets, soothing music, or even a comforting scent like lavender. And speak in a soft, steady voice. Trust is built in those moments, not with pressure, but with presence. 22. Being scolded. Without clarity. Dogs don't hold grudges, but they also don't understand blame when they chew a shoe or knock over a plant. And you come in yelling, they have no idea what they did wrong. They only see your angry face and hear your harsh tone, and in that moment, all they learn is fear. Not guidance. Over time, this damages their sense of safety, and makes training harder instead of scolding. Focus on redirection and positive reinforcement. Teach them what's right by celebrating it. Ignore or calmly redirect what's wrong. This way, your dog learns how to please you and feels good doing it. 23. Smoke and secondhand. Exposure smoke is not just bad for humans, it's harmful to dogs too. Their lungs are smaller, their noses are more sensitive, and their bodies can't handle prolonged exposure to secondhand smoke. Whether it's from cigarettes, incense, or burning wood, it can cause respiratory problems, irritate their eyes, and even increase their risk of cancer. If you smoke or burn things indoors, make sure your dog has access to clean, fresh air and a separate space. Where the air is clear, their health depends on what they breathe just as much as yours does. 24. Denying the chance to explore walks are not just about exercise, they are about discovery. Dogs read the world through scent. Every tree, every post, every patch of grass tells a story. When you rush them along, yank the leash, or keep them on a strict heel the entire time. You rob them of their joy. Let them sniff. Let them linger. Let them explore safely, of course, but freely enough to engage their senses. It's their time to connect with the world in their language. And it brings them happiness, confidence, and mental stimulation far beyond what we can imagine. 25. Forcing them into fearful situations. When your dog digs in their heels, refuses to enter the vet's office, or avoids a certain street, it's not because they are being difficult. It's because they are afraid. Forcing them to face that fear without preparation can worsen it, making them feel trapped or betrayed. A better way is gradual desensitization. Allow them to approach at their pace. Reward every step forward. Give them a safe word or retreat option, and celebrate their bravery slowly with patience. They can learn that what once scared them doesn't have to anymore, but only if they feel safe first. 26. Making them apologize. Dogs do not feel guilt the way humans do when they look guilty. It's not because they know what they did. It's because they see that you're upset. Their ears go down their tail tucks, not from shame, but from fear of your reaction. Demanding apologies, scolding them long after the act, or forcing them to sit in front of what they destroyed doesn't teach anything. It just creates confusion and stress. Instead, focus on prevention structure and positive training. If your dog trusts you, they will want to do what pleases you. But they need guidance, not punishment. They need your leadership, not your anger. 27. Ignoring their signals. Dogs are always trying to tell us how they feel through their body language, ears, back tail low, yawning when not tired, or walking away from contact, are all signals that they are uncomfortable or overwhelmed. When we ignore these signs and continue petting or pushing them into situations they don't like, we teach them that communication doesn't work, and some may eventually snap out of fear. Instead, listen with your eyes, respect their boundaries, and build trust by honoring the small things they try to say without words. 28. Loud or sudden movements. Slamming doors, dropping heavy items, stomping across the room. These things might seem normal in your day, but to your dog, they can feel like explosions. Dogs are more sensitive to vibration and sound, and sudden energy can put them on edge if you have a high-energy home. Try to create a soft space where your dog can retreat and feel safe with blankets, toys, or calming music. Gentleness isn't weakness, it's safety in your dog's world. 29. Not letting them sniff on walks. A walk to a dog is like reading the news. Skipping their sniff time is like skipping headlines. Sniffing reduces stress. stimulates the brain, and helps them understand their surroundings. If you always pull them away or rush them through every outing, your dog loses one of their greatest joys and mental exercises. Balance structure and freedom by giving them short sniff breaks, then returning to the path with calm guidance. It will make walks more fulfilling for both of you. 30. Lack of mental stimulation. Dogs need more than physical exercise. They need to think, solve, and explore when left with nothing to do. They get bored and frustrated, which leads to chewing, barking, pacing, or digging. Many people assume they are misbehaving, but really they're just unstimulated. Give them puzzle toys, teach them tricks, or create scent games at home. A tired dog is a calm dog, but a mentally challenged dog is a fulfilled one. Emotional closing words dedicated to the audience. Every single behavior on this list comes down to one thing. Understanding your dog's world is not about control. It's about compassion. When we take the time to see life through their eyes, we begin to realize just how much they give us and how little they ask in return. If this video touched your heart or made you think differently about your dog, take a moment to subscribe to PupSchool by the online dog trainer, because our mission is to help you and your dog build the happiest, healthiest bond possible. And if you'd like to support our work or check out tools we recommend for training and care, look for the links in the description below. Thank you for being here and for being the kind of person who truly wants to understand dogs.